I'm sure that in a world full of distractions, you also have suffered from apathy and jadedness, a desensitization. In a world of mass consumption and mass production, it's very easy for us to feel desensitized, therefore, a lack of care for the things that exist in reality. And while there are a bunch of things that are unnecessary to place your attention on and should be and would be better off ignored, there are many beauties to life that are also sacrificed when you adopt the apathetic mindset. So we're talking about apathy today. Maybe you are overwhelmed, maybe there is nothing that calls your name, maybe life is just boring. Maybe you're sick of all of the drama and the chaos that's happening, and you've just ultimately thought that the best way to avoid it all is to put up a barrier where you are nonchalant, where there is nothing that you need place your attention upon, because none of it seems to matter. While this can be beneficial for the current modern society that we live in, it can really hinder our growth, and it can rob us of the beauty and the experiences that we can be having in this present moment. So I think it's really critical for us to focus on our emotional when it comes to being apathetic. Are we demotivated? Are we uninspired? Are we kind of feeling hopeless, maybe? Are we feeling lost? And if we're using it as a coping mechanism, whatever it may be. I think that the root of the problem is that we are not enjoying life, that we are not finding the thrills that life has to offer. And depending on your social status, this could be something that you were birthed into, or it could be something that you developed over time. It could be the byproduct of the culture that you're immersed in. At the end of the day, we are the ones who create our reality. So if we decide that there's nothing to life, then there's nothing to life. If we decide that life isn't filled with magic, then it isn't filled with magic. So if we go on with this apathetic mindset, we reject the beauty. We reject the lessons, the experiences, the phenomenons that happen when you pay attention, when you care to find and bring out the joys that come with living. And it's funny because just a week ago I had seen a video about relationships and how it's really something that both parties need to work at maintaining and igniting the fire within each of you and keeping that flame lit, trying new things with each other, and just getting that fire well maintained. Whereas life is exactly the same way. You have to be maintaining that fire, that vigor that life can bring you. If you take the time to imbue it with emotion, imbue it with meaning, imbue it with ritual, it's all about what you create, what your reality is entailed of. And when you do this, not only will you be creating something that's specifically tailored to you, you can avoid all of that bull crap that's happening in the real world. You can cultivate a new perspective for yourself on what that real world has to offer you. And not only are you going to be able to get past the mundane aspects of life, but you are going to find that the earth is going to be resonating and synchronizing with the way that you view reality if you do it in a way that is optimistic and that is for the benefit of you and for your self-improvement. The world will see that and will mirror how you believe right into your reality. And it's going to really show you that you don't have to work very hard to see the joys in life. It's going to be presented to you as long as you make the first step, the initiation towards living a better life for yourself, one that is actually fulfilling and meaningful. Another major thing that comes with being apathetic is you are essentially not being grateful, not being appreciative of the things that you have around you already. It's not resonating with the level that you're at, so it's not going to be giving you the gifts of thrill, the gifts of excitement. It's going to wait for you to see what you have already, and then it will, when it feels that you've thoroughly understood the real lesson, it's going to then show you the rest of the picture, and it's going to open up a new world for you where you never have to be bored again. You never have to worry about not finding inspiration or motivation. It's going to take work, and it's not something that's going to be learned immediately like everything in life. It's going to take beating. It's going to take the reaffirming over and over again that life has meaning and life is worth living, and I can do whatever I want in this moment and make it beautiful, versus sitting around moping about how life is just not doing anything for me and how it's all just a shit show and how nothing is really there in this world. And I feel like, especially for people who view their childhood as some sort of fever dream or just times being better, then it's going to make it a little bit more harder for you to adjust to reality and to really see that that is now somebody else's beauty that they're going to look back at and see as the better times. And it's only because of their perception. It's only because when you were younger, you had the ability to perceive everything around you as being beautiful, as being meaningful, because you imbued it with that meaning. It was just easier to you when you were a child. So make the effort, because everything is about effort, and it's going to take some time for it to come to you like second nature. But once it does, you're going to have fun with life, and it's going to be insanely easier for you to find joy in the little things and to really fully and thoroughly appreciate the things that are given to you every single day that you probably don't see. It really is the art of noticing. It's the art of appreciating and being grateful for what we have now. Because if we just think back onto when we were little kids, and not just because we've romanticized it so much, but there are things that we genuinely don't have anymore. And it's good if you were grateful in the moment and saw the beauty that was within it, because for the people who had seen the greatness that it was given, they had an experience with it. And if you did not, then you did not have an experience with it. And that's one experience that was missed out in your lifetime. So it's better to expect life to be fun and to consciously search for it and to consciously find the beauty in everyday life and the humor that the universe can give you and the circumstances, everything, because it can all be seen in different perspectives, and it can all be seen as beautiful. It can also be seen as funny. It can also be seen as maddening. It can also be seen as chaotic, as horrible. It just depends on the way you're looking at it. A lot of times people have had to block off their emotions as a coping mechanism to protect themselves. It's a wall that can be put up for people who have been externally rejected for expressing themselves. And it can be for just because they I don't know, they're successful, they've made it, and now they just don't know what else there is to live for, because society has taught us that all that matters is money. It's all different spectrums and circumstances, but whatever it means to you, as long as we can put in the work and not expect something to come and just hand it to us, because it won't do that until you make the first step. The universe likes it when you make the first step. Seek the beauty in this world. okay? Because then it will feel recognized, it will feel seen, and what will it do for you? It will make you feel seen. It will make you realize that you've been listened to this whole time and that it's willing to give you gifts. It just wanted to make sure that you are actually going to be paying attention to the gifts that it was sending you, because who the hell wants to give gifts to somebody who doesn't even use them or see them or appreciate them? So keep that in mind. And it is a trait that is going to take time to unlearn. So please be patient on yourself and forgive yourself and continue growing. Don't ever give up, because there's so much stuff to appreciate in this world, even with the current situation that we are facing right now. And I know that sometimes it might be hard to believe that, and sometimes it's really unbelievable, but it's true. And it's fascinating. So I hope you're able to see how fascinating it is too.